All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome in to today's edition and the first edition of the weekly GambleFi show, where we're going to be going over the GambleFi markets. GambleFi and crypto is heating up massively, and there's so many opportunities with so many undervalued projects. And on top of that, we're also going to be diving into some sports bets. We're going to be having some fun on this show weekly. So without further ado, let's jump in the game. All right, and like I said, let's have some fun. Like the video, subscribe down below. We're going to be going over tokens. We're going to be going over platforms, why I'm bullish on certain platforms. We're going to be going over some sports bets as well. So this will be a fun show weekly, as mentioned. Drop down below, like and subscribe. We're so close to 90,000 subs. So if you could help us get there, that would be fantastic. And a quick shout out to the official sponsor of the GambleFi streams here. Up in the top right, you can see 𝗫𝗍𝗁𝗏.com. 𝗫𝗍𝗁𝗏.com is a full-fledged GambleFi casino. They have esports, they have the exchange, they have the casino games, they have sports betting. So we're going to be jumping into the platform here at the end of the show. But a big shout out to 𝗫𝗍𝗁𝗏.com, the official GambleFi sponsor of the Saturday GambleFi shows here on In the Game. So let's jump into it. As mentioned, the broader market is kind of dipping right now. Now we're recording this a little before Saturday, so it's about 41.2 right now, and things aren't looking the most bullish for Bitcoin and the broader markets. But if you look near the top of the 24 hours at the very least, we have Based, we have Rollbit. These are some of the ones, Kaneko, kind of at least doing better than others at this moment in time, and that's the niche we're talking about today, and that's GambleFi. A lot of people always ask me, Hustle, why are you so bullish on the GambleFi niche? Well, think about it this way. When you combined gambling degens with crypto degens, what do you have? You have this casino that we're all playing in daily when we're leverage trading, when we're betting on low cap altcoins. Like, at the highest level, you could say we're all gambling in this industry, right? But calculated gambling, because we get behind great projects in the gaming landscape, metaverse, AI, all these different niches. And if you back the right horse, you're going to go to Valhalla, as we like to say here once again in crypto degen land. But when you look at the casino markets, the online sports betting, online lotteries and raffles, stuff like that, since 2017, we've grown to this mark here where the revenue in 2023 was $95.05 billion for gambling. This is the overall gambling market. And then as we see here, and this is just online, this is where crypto casinos come in because it's all digital. It's all online. So this was updated in November. So this number could be a little higher. Projected numbers in 2024, $107.3 billion in online revenue for online casinos, sports betting, etc. And then by 2028, the projections are at 140 billion in annual revenue. So you can only see the proof is in the pudding of why this industry does make so much sense. And people are so liquid in crypto. So people are playing with these profits. Sorry about that little lag there. People are playing with profits in the space. They are playing with their Ethereum, their Solana, all these different things. And here's the thing in the crypto mind is like, if you're risking $200, the average person might think it's crazy, but to the person in crypto, 0.1 ETH is $200, where it doesn't really seem like that much to the person who's native to crypto, right? So this is where it gets dangerous in a way, but at the same time, this is why GambleFi projects have so much upside, in my opinion, and that upside, the proof is in the pudding. Once again, let's look at Rollbit, the king of GambleFi. 5,800% last year. Ridiculous gains. I mean, from the lows, it was, no, it was way less than 1 cent. Back here, hang on. Let me just go to this all chart here. 0.002 up to where it is now at 12 cents. Yeah, this one's gone absolutely crazy since its lows. And I expect more casinos to catch up. Reason being is Rollbit is a fantastic product, and Rollbit has a lot of pillars that a lot of platforms, I would say, kind of copycat in a way. But at the same time, like, there's decentralized aspects, but I think there's other casinos that are a little more decentralized in true nature. And that makes me very bullish on those projects because as a community member, you can stake, you can become part of the house, you can have rakebacks, you can potentially get involved in different lotteries, you can leverage trade. There's so many different things that the staking, some of the staking on these platforms is very lucrative. So one of the ones I love here is Based Casino, Based Games, 21 million market cap. Comparatively speaking, to a 400 million market cap on Rollbit, you could see why I think this one could do very well. It's, it just hit all-time highs, and now it's kind of retracing here. I'm very bullish on this one to hit $100+ million market cap easily. We have Bubbles here. He's from the Based team. So what they are doing now, the revenue share, as you see here, so you can stake your Based and you get a revenue share of what they're making. Last month, they made $130,000 and they paid out $103,000 to stakers. They've already distributed almost 100 Ethereum in staking rewards. And now your staking rewards are going to be paid to your casino wallet, and you'll be able to gamble or withdraw them with multiple chains such as Sol, BNB, Doge, ETH, and AVAX. So this is huge for smaller stakers. And I have to say, like, I'm staking my Based. I've seen some pretty good, and I've only been in on a Based for a couple of weeks now, and I've been seeing some pretty nice staking rewards coming through my portal, and I have to say, like, it's one of the more impressive platforms. I use it all the time for sports bets, all that good stuff, and the staking is really where I think this has a big grip on the market. So I love Based. I love Winner Protocol as well. Winner Protocol sitting at about a 10 mil market cap. Diluted's a little higher, but the tokenomics aren't too bad with the unlocks and stuff like that. Winner, it has control. So Based is mainly Ethereum, whereas Winner has control of the Arbitrum and the Solana side of things, where I see they're probably going to be one of those lead players when it comes to GambleFi on those two chains. And what people have to remember, they legitimately have multiple products. You can actually build games on the Winner infrastructure. And then some people ask me, like, I go to Winner's website and I can't find the casino. Their casino is just Bet. Their leverage trading platform here is Dgen's Bet. Soon they will be coming out with their sports book. And then on top of that, you can, like I said, you can build your own game. You can use their tools to launch games on the Winner chain, share in the profits while reducing overhead and maintenance costs. So Winner will run your game for you, and you can make money without having to pay the operating costs or any of the fees to run the front end or worry about traffic, because they've got the traffic and they've got the volume covered. Another one that's one of my favorites here in the esports wagering landscape is Dubs. This one's 39 million market cap. This one makes too much sense to me because it's esports wagering. So like I said, you can jump into traditional games like Call of Duty, like CSGO, and you can just wager on these games, straightforward and not have to worry about, player-to-player wagering. They facilitate everything. As you see here, CSGO, 2K20, they have 2K, they have Madden, they have all these big-name games. And I came from the esports background where I was, at the truest form, you're gambling, you're finding a match, as you see here on the bottom, matchmaking. So you match up against a similarly skilled player. You can play in tournaments. You can play in one-on-one major wager matches, team wager matches, and they have 75 plus platforms and games coming to assist and use Dubs as a revenue as a service platform here in the near future. So a lot of Web3 games are going to be using Dubs infrastructure to facilitate competitive esports wagering, which makes me super bullish on Dubs. Another one in the gaming space that does have gambling involved is Crown by Third Time Games. Crown is the official game of the Kentucky Derby. Now, we're not talking about Pegaxi from the last cycle. We're not talking about D-Race here. We're talking about a legitimate product in photo finish that is getting crazy social sentiment. We're seeing the races happen here live. It's got the official format. It has NBC broadcasting. It has all the different things: races, free races, tracks, breeding, marketplace, stats, crown tokens. So you can wager on every single one of these races. You can put your horse and wager on those races. There's so many different things to do on Photo Finish. And in all reality, this is the best horse racing product that we've seen in crypto to date. Better than Zed Run, better than D-Race, better than all those platforms. This is the horse, no pun intended, that I would bet on. And I'm assuming leading up to the Derby, I think it's in May, I think. I would really expect for Photo Finish to have a huge run. And then some other ones that I'm very bullish on: Kaneko on Solana. Once again, I like to bet on things on different chains. So we have Based on ETH. We have Winner on Arbitrum and Solana. We have Dubs, which is going to control esports wagering. We have Crown as that horse racing product of the Kentucky Derby. This is on Solana as well, so it has a huge narrative when it comes to that chain. Kaneko also on Solana, and this is a full-fledged casino product. You can jump into all the same things: leverage, trade, bet, etc. And at an 11 million market cap, I think this one's very, very bullish. We've been touching all-time highs, took a little bit of a dip here. I think that this one's still in accumulation range, as well as Virtue Poker. Virtue Poker, they've been around since the last bull run, and at a 5 million market cap, if you actually jump in, they run tournaments every single week here. And my NFT community actually recently did a tournament here on Virtue Poker. We had a fantastic time. We $2,000 in cash prizes. You're able to use your NFT profile pictures. There's a chat box. There's all that good stuff. People love to play poker. It's one of those games that you set up whenever you're drinking with the boys or whatever the case is, and you can just gamble a little bit and have some fun. So Virtue Poker definitely lands in that category of GambleFi products that I'm super bullish on. And then last but not least, Ridotto. Ridotto, they're coming out with V2 of their app. You can build your own games. You can stake and become a part of the casino, as mentioned. And this is why GambleFi captures me, right? It's one thing whenever the big casinos in Vegas, they say the casinos don't build themselves, right? It's one thing to see the casinos make all this money, but it's another to be able to stake. And Based has staking. They've paid out 100 Ethereum to staking, for staking rewards. Winner has staking. You can go in there and stake as well on some of their true revenue that's coming through the door. Dubs, the holders get a percentage of the wagering profits here, the fee that they take. So there's that baked in here. We have Kaneko, which I think is just super strong. Virtue Poker, and then Ridotto, you can also be the house. So it's a double-sided thing. You're backing these projects, but if you stake, you can actually become the house and earn some of that real revenue. So GambleFi makes so much sense to me as a narrative. And these are definitely my favorite projects, ones that I expect to close the gap with 𝗏𝗏𝗏. I mean, 𝗏𝗏𝗏, as we see here, it had a huge run, but ever since November, it's been nothing but a downward trend. It's going to come back. But when 𝗏𝗏𝗏 takes center stage again, we're going to see these smaller caps do crazy multiples like Based, Winner, Dubs, Crown, Kaneko, 𝗵𝗵𝗆, and Ridotto. Those would be my main plays that I'm looking at right now in the GambleFi markets. And I think Based at this point in time is my favorite, followed by Winner, Dubs. I think it's in order. I really think it's in order at this point in time. And then probably Kaneko, Crown, Kaneko. That would be the order there for these GameFi plays. But super bullish on Based, Winner, Dubs, Crown, Kaneko, 𝗵𝗵𝗆, and Ridotto. Now, what would be a GambleFi show if we didn't hop in to a platform? And shout out to our official sponsor here on the show, 96.com. They have everything you need from a sportsbook perspective. Let's just hop around here quickly. They have the soccer. They have all the different leagues. You can kind of take a look here. Events in more countries, UK. You want to bet the Premier League, you come over here. You can see all the Premier League games. I am an Arsenal fan, so I would love to. The thing is this show airs after the Arsenal game, so I cannot give you an Arsenal pick here, but I would probably go with some goals in this game. I think Arsenal scores a couple of goals, maybe goes over their team total, but this airs after that, so I can't we'll see what happens. But at the same time, you can bet basketball. They have all the NBA. They have college basketball. So this is a platform where you can get everything you need under one roof. So shout out to 𝗕𝗔𝗍𝗫 for backing this concept as a sponsor. If you haven't, sign up down below. I think you get a deposit bonus, 50 or 100%. I don't remember exactly what the promotion is. I think it's 100% deposit bonus. So if you deposit $100, they'll give you $100 on top of it for free to just gamble with on the platform. So let's jump in to my favorite, the NFL playoffs. Like, best time of year to bet football, best time of year to be a football fan. And I mean, we're down to the final 8 teams here. We got 8 teams left. Who's going to come out on top? Well, let's get into this weekend of football. We got the Ravens against the Texans. Baltimore, #1 seed. They had the bye week. This is going to be a good game. CJ Stroud versus Lamar Jackson. We got 2 pretty good defenses here, but I think that there's going to be points in this game. Now, here's the thing. The Ravens traditionally choke in the playoffs. Now, that's the problem. Now, whenever you look at the Ravens, they're consistently like a first round out. They lose to the Titans in the past. But this is a different team this year. I think that CJ Stroud's magical season will come to an end here. I think that the Ravens win the game, but I really don't want to, what's the spread? It's 9. Yeah, like I don't want to lay 9 points here with the Ravens, who have a history of laying an egg in the playoffs. This team's very up and down. But like I said, one thing's for certain, I think there's going to be points in this ball game. I think we're going to see both teams score. I think CJ Stroud can move the ball. And I also think Lamar Jackson's going to have no problem moving the ball because his dual threat ability is, I mean, it's one of the biggest weapons in the entire league. The point total here on this game is 43.5. I could totally see the Ravens putting up 30 plus by themselves. I think CJ Stroud finds the end zone a couple times with some of his receivers. I don't know that Singletary has a great game in the backfield. I'll take over 43.5 points. So if you're new to sports betting or anything like that, that means I'm betting on the final score in total, both teams combined, to be more than 43.5 points. So that is my first pick that I'm going to give you guys on the show today. We're going to break down all 4 of these games, though. 49ers, Packers. Oh, gosh. You know, the Packers beat my Cowboys last week. I'm a glutton for pain because I love the Cowboys, and that really sucked to watch. But at the same time, I think the 49ers coast here. I think Jordan Love has had a phenomenal season, but the 49ers are a different beast. And truly, I think it would just be a movie, a masterpiece of a movie, if the 49ers just absolutely run over the Packers and show that the Cowboys were a fraud. It would just make me feel better, actually, to know we were just leaps and bounds away from how good the 49ers were. So personally speaking, right now, as we're seeing here, the point spread is 8.5. I'm going to take the Niners minus 8.5. I think they win by a few touchdowns here. I think the Packers have had a great season. Jordan Love looks legit, but I think that the Cowboys are just a fraud, and I think that the 49ers are going to run all over the Packers. I think CMC has a big game. I think Brock Purdy throws for a couple of touchdowns. This is like a warm-up game going into the NFC Championship, where they're going to play the winner of the Lions and the Buccaneers. This is the toughest game for me this weekend. No, it's not. The Bills-Chiefs is. This is a tough game, though. Baker and the Tampa Bay defense is legit. They just completely shut down the Eagles offense, but now they're on the road. Detroit, that crowd was legit this last week. This is the only game this week I'm not having a play in. So, and I actually will, though. So give me a second and I will roll back to this game. I think Detroit is a better team. I think Detroit has a better offense, better quarterback, better skill players. The defense it's a toss-up, but I think at home, I think Detroit can pull this one off. But I'll give you my pick on that one in just a sec. And then last but not least, the game of the weekend, by far, Bills, Chiefs, Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. The big storyline here, it's a revenge game. Josh Allen, we saw the overtime fiasco a couple of years ago in the playoffs between the Bills, Chiefs. Chiefs got the ball first after a huge shootout. They scored and the game ends without Josh Allen getting the ball, right? Well, this one's in Buffalo. And the interesting fact here, I don't know if I saw it on, this is true, and I fact checked it. Patrick Mahomes has never played a road playoff game. The only time he has played a playoff game away from Kansas City is in the Super Bowl. So this Buffalo crowd is going to be loud. They're going to be intense. They're going to be in this thing. But I don't know, like, it seems like that it's going to go massively one way or the other. Either the Chiefs fold under pressure here, Patrick Mahomes performs badly on the road, but that seems too easy of a narrative. The Bills seem like too easy of a pick here. So here's what I'm going to do. Even if the Bills win, I don't think that the Chiefs come through here and lay an egg. We're talking about the two-time Super Bowl champs. We're talking about the defending Super Bowl champion. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to lay a teaser on this game. Teasers are where you can take the spread and bet it up by a certain amount of points. What we're going to do, I'm going to take a 7-point teaser. Odds on this should be about -120, which means $120 to win 100. I'm going to take the Chiefs plus 2.5. I'm going to tease it to 9.5. So plus 9.5. So all they have to do is lose by less than 9, and we win that side of the bet. And then I'm going to come back to this Detroit game, and I'm going to take Detroit. I'm going to tease them by 7, and I'm going to take them plus 3.5. So they can lose by a field goal, which I think this is a close game regardless. So I'm going to tease it that. It's called a teaser, and you can pick both. You go to teaser, and then by 7 points, I'm going to increase my odds. So I'm going to take Detroit plus 3.5. So if we win that bet, if they lose by less than 3, I'm going to combine that with the Chiefs here plus 9.5. I think that both of these games are very close on Sunday. I think we're going to have a really fun weekend here of NFL football. So I'll recap my bets. I've got the Ravens-Texans over 43.5 points. I've got the 49ers -8.5. I think that they take care of business here, get rolling heading into the NFC Championship game. And then I'm going to throw a teaser, Detroit Lions plus 3.5 and the Chiefs plus 9.5. So this will become less foreign. All this odds talk, it's different than the crypto stuff. But at the same time, if you don't know already, I came into crypto in 2015 because of sports betting. And now that GambleFi is so prevalent, we're going to be adding some of this information and some of this stuff within our shows. And on top of that, we have our private group, which is the In the Game Discord. You can jump in there and get everything from me and the sniper school, the sniper trading team, charts on gaming tokens, analysis, tokens that you want to see. We're going to be giving you positions. We're going to be giving you portfolios between NFTs and gaming altcoins. We're going to be giving you picks for sports, just like we just gave you here. We're going to have exclusive sessions with the community where you can ask me one-on-one questions and we can actually chat in a more private, like, it's so hard to talk to the chat box every show. We've had to almost do pre-records recently because the chat box was just too much and people would get upset when their questions weren't answered. Well, here's that solution. Jump into the In the Game Discord. Myself and the sniper trading team, we're going to be in there dropping crazy value every single day for you guys to help you win in this market and set yourself up for wins in the next cycle. As well, hopefully set yourself up if you're interested in the betting stuff. We have a section for each sport. We're going to be talking a lot of value there. So guys, drop down below. Check out 𝗫𝗟6.com, the official sponsor of the GambleFi show, as well as 𝗏𝗏.com/inthegame if you want to join our private group for all the gaming, GambleFi, trading. It's got everything you need if you are a crypto gaming trader. So check those out down below in the description. And I'll be back next weekend with another GambleFi stream. This was a super fun one to record because it's my two passions, crypto and sports. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. We'll see you in the private Discord as well. And as always, like, subscribe, and play well, my friends.